Usher has recently unveiled a stunning revelation regarding the Carters, leaving fans utterly astonished. So, what exactly did he say? Usher recently revealed that he was supposed to be in a supergroup with Jay-Z, Pharrell Williams, and Diddy that never came to fruition. The singer appeared on the popular Club Shay Shay podcast, hosted by former American footballer Shannon Sharpe. Sharpe asked the singer if he ever turned down a collaboration that he later regretted. "You gon' hate me for this one," Usher replied. "Jay-Z, Pharrell, Diddy, and me was supposed to be a group. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't say no. I didn't say yeah. I think that we just got caught up. We all got caught up in the moment. We was talking about it and having secret meetings about it." He added, "We was talking about music and how we was gon' flip it and the business of it. Somehow, we just got distracted and it never happened. That's one that I actually wish would have happened." Usher has worked with Diddy, Jay-Z, and Williams separately. However, the four artists have never made a song together. In 2002, he was featured on Diddy's top 3 Billboard single I Need a Girl, PT1. Usher also joined the Bad Boy Records founder on Better on the Other Side, a tribute to the late Michael Jackson. Years later, the Atlanta singer worked with both Jay-Z and his wife Beyoncé on his 4th studio album, Here I Stand. Hav has a verse on Best Thing, and the latter was on the remix of Love in This Club. On Usher's 2012 Lookin' For Myself album, Pharrell hopped on the album cut Twisted. Pharrell and Jay-Z have both been in supergroups. The Neptunes producer teamed with Lupe Fiasco and Kanye West to form Child Rebel Soldier in the 2000s. The Rock Nation mogul was once in a New York-based collective with J. Rule and DMX. Last year, Usher was announced as the headlining act at this year's Super Bowl halftime show. Since 2019, Jay-Z has been a music strategist for the NFL, and one of his jobs includes producing the coveted performance. With his connection to Jay-Z and his powerful friends, Usher has definitely come into close contact with their secret lives, and specifically, Jay-Z's super private wife and singer Beyoncé. You see, Bey is known as one who is not quick to share her business with the world, and fans are just now finding out that the reason for this could be that she has some skeletons she needs to hide from the world. First off, there have been rumors circulating that Beyoncé might be linked to the mysterious Illuminati group. One common claim is the frequent use of symbolism associated with the Illuminati, such as the all-seeing eye or pyramid imagery in their music videos and album covers. For example, in Beyoncé's Formation music video, there are scenes depicting her standing in front of a fiery pyramid, a symbol often linked to the Illuminati. Additionally, there have been allegations that Bey has been responsible for ending the careers of several artists, one of them being Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill's skyrocketing success in the music industry was undeniable, with her achievements setting a high bar for artists even today. However, what puzzles many is how quickly her career faded after releasing just one album, despite her immense talent and potential for even greater success. About 15 years ago, Lauryn Hill, at the age of 23, reached the peak of her fame with her groundbreaking solo album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Prior to this, she gained recognition as part of the hip-hop group The Fugees, alongside Wyclef Jean and Pra. Her solo debut became a sensation, selling millions of copies and earning her 5 Grammy Awards, making her the first female artist to achieve such a feat in a single night. Notably, her album also made history as the first hip-hop themed work to win the prestigious Album of the Year Grammy. Interestingly, around the same time Lauryn's solo career was taking off, another talented artist was beginning to make waves in the pop scene. A 16-year-old artist who would eventually go by her first name alone, Beyoncé, stepped onto the scene with Destiny's Child and their self-titled debut album. Intriguingly, there exists a subtle 1-degree connection between these two icons. Destiny's Child collaborated with Wyclef on their track No No No, marking the release of their first successful single that ascended to the summit of R&B charts. In retrospect, a closely intertwined narrative unfolds. As one star's trajectory faltered, another soared. The focal point, Lauryn Hill, reportedly declined a lead role in the Hollywood production Charlie's Angels, aligning herself with a specific brand of feminism. Reflecting on this decision in an interview, Hill remarked, "Men like it when you sing to them, but step out and try and control things, and there are doubts. This is a industry. They'll never throw the genius's title to a sister." Interestingly, Lauryn Hill's initial taste of success came through acting. In 1991, she made her debut alongside Jean in a hip-hop adaptation of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night titled Club Ausen. Recognizing her potential, a talent agent discovered Hill and secured her a role on the soap opera As the World Turns. Subsequently, she graced the screen in Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, earning praise from film critic Roger Ebert, who lamented that her remarkable talent was underutilized. Hill's acting journey also led her to Steven Soderbergh's King of the Hill. Gradually, the weight of celebrity began to take its toll on Hill. Her days became a whirlwind of tours, film projects, and music production, with even the simple act of shopping tainted by the constant presence of paparazzi. In response, she parted ways with her managers, withdrew from the public eye, and embraced a new routine centered around Bible study sessions. These classes, held 5 days a week and led by a figure known as Brother Anthony, left a profound impact on her. Reflecting on this period, Pross would later tell Rolling Stone in 2003, "I had a tape of his teachings. That shit is ill. F me up. I can't really explain it. It was some weird shit, man. It was some real In stark contrast, the other luminary, Beyoncé, and her groupmates contributed the empowering anthem Independent Women Part 1 to the film's soundtrack. As events unfolded, one star appeared to fade from the media spotlight, while the other continued to dazzle across various publications, gracing the pages of Sports Illustrated, Vogue, GQ, and even the feminist magazine Miss One Luminary exhibited a gift for lyrics, seamlessly blending rap and melody to explore topics like politics, love, religion, and challenging the influence of corporate media. In contrast, the other gravitated towards more surface-level pursuits, centering her attention on nightlife revelry, projecting an image of glamour, and celebrating her financial independence as she navigated heartaches and fleeting romances. Subsequently, it came to light that the song featured in Charlie's Angels had been passed on to Beyoncé after she declined the film role. However, Beyoncé's standing in the music industry hasn't been without its controversies. She's been associated with a willingness to trade artistic integrity for opportunities and recognition. Historically, Beyoncé has been observed to readily accept offers purely for the allure of monetary gain and celebrity status. This pattern seems to have persisted in her decision to take on this particular song. At the time, Lauryn could not have anticipated that this seemingly small act would have such far-reaching consequences for the trajectory of her own career. In an interview, she said, "People need to understand that the Lauryn Hill they were exposed to in the beginning was all that was allowed in that arena at the time. I had to step away for the sake of the machine. I was being way too compromised. I felt uncomfortable having to smile in someone's face when I really didn't like them or know them well enough to like." Moreover, when Beyoncé was busy selling her soul, Lauryn was busy gaining all the spiritual aura as Miseducation stands as an immaculately crafted masterpiece, brought to life through the collaborative efforts of a diverse ensemble of musicians. Its lyrics remain unrivaled expressions of both heartache and rebirth, symbolizing liberation from the constraints of society and a steadfast reliance on a higher power. In addition, the complete album Odyssey, presented by Beyoncé in Lemonade in 2016, shares a comparable coherence with the unified vision of Miseducation. Beyoncé, who included a cover of X Factor during her 2014 On the Run tour, has acknowledged the influence of Miseducation on her own artistic expression. Speculations resurfaced as Beyoncé was known for engaging in endeavors that were profitable to her. Fans once more criticized Beyoncé for what they perceived as appropriating a legendary song for her own fame. The sentiment grew that Beyoncé chose to sing Lauryn's song in order to enhance her success and glamour. Anyway, another artist who seems to have suffered the same fate as Lauryn was Carrie Hilson. Beyoncé was accused of completely destroying Carrie Hilson's career after claims from the Bayhive that Carrie had thrown shade at Queen Bee in her hit song Turnin' Me On. Although the lyrics didn't explicitly mention Beyoncé's name, many listeners believe that some lines from the Turning Me On lyrics were a stinging attack on Beyoncé. "Your vision cloudy if you think that you the best, you can dance, she can sing, but need to move it to the left," she sang. Many believe that Carrie Hilson dissed Beyoncé with lines about moving it to the left because it seemed to be a reference to Beyoncé's 2006 song, Irreplaceable. The beef between Carrie and Beyoncé skyrocketed in 2011 when Carrie refused to hold the newest issue of Juicy magazine after noticing Beyoncé and Jay-Z were on the cover. As a result of this, Carrie faced an unimaginable amount of backlash from Queen Bee's fans in the following years. As the internet hate grew more severe and became unbearable, Carrie took to Twitter in 2013 where she wrote, "You have no idea what your hateful words could do to someone's spirit. Years of verbal AB from strangers all day long. Enough is enough." In the upcoming years, Carrie tried to move on with her career, but fans wouldn't let her forget the beef. In fact, the singer has not released a single album in the past decade since the backlash from Beyoncé's fans forced Carrie to step away from the limelight. Well, if you think that's the only celebrity that Beyoncé and Jay-Z have destroyed, think again. Keisha Cole, an exceptionally talented R&B artist, found herself at the epicenter of a maelstrom when she dared to voice her critical opinions of Beyoncé.
I love Beyonce.
And you was like, first it was all let's have camaraderie.
To me, that just wasn't her. You know what I mean? her thing. But I don't know, dude said, she switched it up or something.
The 2013 feud between Keisha Cole and Beyoncé was one of the most talked about and controversial celebrity clashes of that year. It garnered significant attention from fans, the media, and the entertainment industry. This feud had its roots in a series of events and statements made by both artists, and it unfolded against the backdrop of a competitive music industry and the power dynamics within it. Keisha Cole, a talented R&B singer and songwriter, was known for her soulful voice and honest, relatable lyrics. She had risen to prominence with hits like Love and Heaven Sent, and had built a loyal fan base over the years. The feud began when Keisha Cole took to Twitter to express her opinions on Beyoncé's hit song, Bow Down, I Been On. The song was seen by some as a bold assertion of Beyoncé's dominance in the music industry. Keisha Cole, however, saw it differently. She tweeted, "Can't stand when people all self-righteous when it's convenient it makes them look good. Elmao. But can still talk S when convenient too FOH." In a since-deleted tweet, she went on to add, "First women need to stick together, now B's better bow. But it's all G. Chicks stay shooting the ish, but when I speak my mind it's a prob." Keisha Cole's comments were unvarnished, forthright, and unapologetic, laying bare her candid assessment of Beyoncé's work. She chose Twitter as her platform, a realm known for its swiftness and direct link to the public. In her tweets, she challenged Beyoncé's lyrics and stage presence, contending that women should stand together rather than succumb to rivalry. Her critique did not mince words, with phrases like, "Women need to stick together, and it makes them look good but can still talk ish when convenient too." In any case, when she was not messing with other artists' careers, word on the street is that before Beyoncé was out there exploring her options, if you catch my drift. But here's where it gets spicy. Apparently, she wasn't just doing her thing before Jay-Z. She was allegedly keeping her options open even while she was with him. Yeah, sounds like Queen Bey might have had her own little roster of good hairmen on the side. We all know Beyoncé's got serious pull in the industry, but the gossip suggests that back in the day, before she was the powerhouse she is now, she might have been cozying up to these dudes to gain some leverage, like power couple goals and all that jazz. And get this, not only was she supposedly playing the game, but she also allegedly left these guys high and dry while painting herself as the innocent victim. First up on the alleged roster, we've got Terrence Howard, the dude from Empire. Seems like he might have been more than just a co-star at one point, even before Beyoncé became the solo superstar. We all know she was turning heads as part of Destiny's Child, that original four-girl group. She always killed it on stage. So let's talk about the drama between Beyoncé and Terrence. There was this moment 16 years ago that had fans buzzing. It was when Beyoncé literally took Terrence Howard's breath away. I mean, it's old news, but fans still can't stop talking about it. There's this YouTube clip from 2004 that still gets comments today, pointing out Terrence's hilarious reaction to Queen Bey's presence. Now let's rewind to 2005 when Destiny's Child slayed the stage with Cater to You at the BET Awards. Those girls were on fire, dressed to the nines in elegant dresses, and Beyoncé mesmerizing as always. People were swooning over her then, and they still are today. Here's where it gets juicy. The girls were looking for lucky dudes to join them on stage, and who does Beyoncé pick? Terrence Howard, sitting right next to her parents. At first, he's all smiles, but as the performance goes on, his expression shifts. It's like he's totally hypnotized by Beyoncé's performance. No wonder rumors started flying about them being a thing, but then, just as quickly as it started, it supposedly fizzled out. Some folks think it's not just a coincidence. Back in the early 2000s, Terrence was on the rise with an Oscar-winning performance in Crash. He was about to take over Hollywood, but by 2008, things started to change. He steps into the Marvel Universe with Iron Man, sure, but his career took a nosedive after that. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? But wait, let's fast forward to 2010, and bam! Don Cheadle swoops in as Rhodey in the Iron Man sequel. The plot thickens, my friends. Rumor has it Terrence got hit with a massive pay cut offer for Iron Man 2, slashing it by 50% to 80%. Ouch. But here's where things get interesting. Did he turn down the offer himself, or was there some behind-the-scenes drama? That, my friend, remains a mystery. A big one. But hey, Terrence Howard wasn't the only one caught up in those swirling rumors about Beyoncé's alleged flings. Nope. Sean Paul's name got tossed into the mix too, especially after those whispers about him and Queen Bey hooking up. In a 2022 interview with the Daily Beast, Sean addressed the speculation and shut down claims that he and Beyoncé had something more than a working relationship. "Nah, I wish I did," he said, when asked if they hooked up during that era. She's beautiful. In fact, Sean said they only performed the song 3 times together, ever. She had a few hits with Destiny's Child, and they would do the Caribbean, but we didn't really hang out, the Jamaican musician noted. I'd always admired her music and she's beautiful. So when I heard Beyoncé was stepping out on her own and wanted me to do a single, I was like, hell effing yeah. Paul, however, also claimed that the Crazy in Love singer once confronted him about rumors that they were an item, which began swirling after Baby Boy and the accompanying music video were released. The reggae singer said that Beyoncé pulled him aside when the two performed together at the MTV Europe Music Awards in November 2003. She was pissed and was like, I need to speak to you, the Temperature singer claimed. So we go back and talk and she's like, what's all these rumors about? And I'm like, yo, I'm not saying ish. And she's like, these rumors F with my career. I just want you to know that. Paul says he told Beyoncé that the rumors were not coming from him, but alleged that he was distanced from the Halo singer nonetheless. It's weird, he said. Maybe it had something to do with her management at the time. When Baby Boy was released in 2003, the Love on Top singer was already dating her now husband, Jay-Z. After Paul didn't perform with Beyoncé at the 2003 MTV VMA Awards, there was speculation that the Empire State of Mind rapper had blocked Paul from performing with his then-girlfriend. However, the Get Busy singer denied the alleged beef with Jay-Z during a 2012 appearance on Rap Fix Live. That's a rumor that started. I've known Jay-Z from before I knew her, Beyoncé, Paul said. He added that he didn't address the rumors at first because it benefited his career. The general public blew it up in certain things. I just remained quiet about it for years because it was doing its work. There was just a lot of controversy. She's an amazing artist. The song was at #1 for like 9 weeks. So that was a very special time for me and for dancehall, the rapper said. But despite it all, Paul said that he noticed that every performance of his with Beyoncé seemed to be plagued by sound or stage issues. Strange things started to happen at the performances, which was weird, he said. I did my show and then she was performing, and they told me to stick around because we'll do Baby Boy. We do it and I run out there and the crowd goes wild. But after a while, it seems like I lost their energy, he continued. And it's weird because I was going wild out there. When the song finished, I came backstage and my own band was all pissed off, like, man, that's effed up. You heard yourself? We couldn't hear you in the crowd. Your mic was off. I was like, how the F did that happen? He then recounted a performance in Scotland where things came to a head. That's when we had the talk because the rumors got really crazy. I landed in Scotland and it was this MTV event, and there were paparazzi everywhere, Paul remembered. We ended up doing the rehearsal and everything was good, and the performance was going to be where I come up from under the stage, and then we both walked to a big center thing in the middle of the stadium which was surrounded by fire. That all happens and then it reaches my part. You're a top girl. And the track keeps going, Baby Boy, you stay. Baby Boy, you stay. Just repeating. I was like, what's going on here? Paul was asked if he thought Jay-Z had anything to do with the audio issues, and he said that even though it was impossible for Jay-Z to be behind it, the sound issues fueled rumors of a feud behind the scenes. It couldn't be because he wasn't even there, but people started to say this ish, he said. And there was one more performance we were supposed to do at the VMAs, and she said to me, we're gonna have rehearsal, so look out. The day before the VMAs happens, there's this press day where you speak to every radio station, and I'm hearing somebody rehearsing Baby Boy. So I'm like, what's going on? We went to the label and they were like, yo, they're not gonna do the song with you. So I'm sitting there in the crowd with my present wife, and Paris Hilton is sitting in front of me. Beyoncé is coming down the stairs singing the song, and Paris Hilton turns to me and goes, why aren't you up there? It was embarrassing and weird. In any case, there have been speculations that Beyoncé is not the one running the show, but rather she is just a puppet. A former bodyguard accused Jay-Z of keeping Beyoncé under the influence of substances in order to control her.
Yeah, Beyonce's on. She's been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way. Y'all wish it what you wish it.
These speculations have also been mentioned by Jaguar Wright, who claimed that Jay-Z is drugging Beyoncé in order to control her. In a video she recently released, Jaguar also urged Bey's supporters to start a Free Beyoncé campaign.
Because he's a monster. I waited a long time to see if he would grow a conscience. And the more he pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in a character.
No, girl.
Beyoncé's career has put her in the limelight and gotten her the title of Queen of R&B, but when you take a closer look at her life, you begin to see how she is just a puppet who has been brainwashed into believing she still has control over her life. Most people might actually not remember this, but in the early stages of her solo career, Beyoncé never shied away from doing interviews and TV appearances to help promote her music. But over the years, all of that has changed. You might wonder why one of the most successful artists in the the world chooses to stay away from the media as much as possible? Well, it's probably because her husband has brainwashed her into doing so. In an interview by Harper's Bazaar, the 41-year-old artist revealed that so much of her life doesn't belong to her and that she feels the need to protect her sanity by keeping her life private. In this business, so much of your life does not belong to you unless you fight for it. I've fought to protect my sanity and my privacy because the quality of my life depended on it, the Grammy winner explained. She then added, "A lot of who I am is reserved for the people I love and trust. Those who don't know me and have never met me might interpret that as being closed off. Trust, the reason those folks don't see certain things about me is because my does not want them to see it. It's not because it doesn't exist." I don't know about you, but Beyoncé thinking that she needs to reserve herself for a few people is a huge indicator that someone, probably Jay-Z, doesn't want the world to get a glimpse of what goes on behind closed doors. In any case, there are so many controversial secrets that have been exposed about the Carters, and fans are just waiting to see which one Usher exposes. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.